Hello everybody, welcome to another Come Game With Us episode. I am on Act 2, The City with Slay the Spire. I'm playing as the Ironclad. I'm feeling semi-confident because I traded in my original artifact for the Snecko Eye. With the Snecko Eye, at the start of my turn I draw 2 additional cards, but I start each combat confused. Confusion is when you draw a card, it randomizes its cost. This is a very frustrating card, but the reason that I love it is because sometimes very expensive cards cost 1 or even 0 to play. Cards that cost 1 normally sometimes cost 0. Sometimes they cost 3. So while it can be very frustrating, it can allow you to play more powerful cards than you're used to playing. I also picked up the Strawberry, which raised my max hit points by 7. I got the Horn Cleat, which means at the start of my second turn I gain 14 block. Kind of random that it's the second turn, but it's helpful. I picked up the Golden Idol. It means enemies drop 25% more gold. I was injured in the process. Then I have the Gambling Chip. I don't love the Gambling Chip, but at the start of each combat I can discard any number of cards and then draw that many. It's kind of helpful with the Snecko Eye because cards are very expensive, I can turn them in. And then I chose the Velvet Choker because I get an additional power at the start of your turn. I really wanted that. But the penalty is I can't play more than 6 cards per turn. I am hoping that won't become a problem, because one of the reasons, or one of the things that makes it possible to really win in this game is sometimes dealing a ton of damage, and so if I only can play 6 cards, I need to make sure those cards are powerful. I also happen to have a power potion, a weak potion, and a colorless potion going into this battle. So, starting on Act 2, I've accumulated a lot of cash, so I think I will go this direction where I can stop by a shop early on. Okay, so with the gambling token, I can get rid of cards I know I'm not going to want to play. I don't need to defend, and I don't have any defense, so I'm not going to worry about it. I will just move on. I am going to cast Demon Form. Just picked this up at the end of the last battle. It's one of my favorite cards. At the start of every turn, I gain 2 strength. If I can defend and survive for a while, I can become very strong. I'm also going to play Rupture, which is whenever I lose a hit point from a card, I gain strength. This might not happen too often. I only have 1 card that does that, but why not? And then I can Cleave, and I'm out of energy. But I've got 2 cards that are 0 now, thanks to the Snecko Eye. So I'm dealing extra damage. So exciting. Okay, the Cleat gives me 14 block, so I don't even have to worry about that. I will start with the Thunderclap, which would make him vulnerable, except he has 3 artifact, so now he has 2 artifact. The Infernal Blade, which gives me Heavy Blade, deal 20 damage because strength affects that card 3 times. That's great. And now I only have 3 left, so I can really only play 1 more card. Do I want to deal damage equal to my block, which is 16? Or do I want to apply 2 vulnerable and get rid of his last artifact? I think I'm going to do the Body Slam. Barely felt that. Okay. My Ghostly Armor for free. A free strike. Oh, I can deal 24 damage. Which would actually increase my strength. I'll do that. And he is gone, and I am still at full health. It's pretty good. Sometimes that guy really wears me down. Okay, that Heavy Blade worked out so well, I'm going to take one for myself. Especially where I already have cards that are going to give me strength. Having Heavy Blade is really great. Oh, I want those question marks, but I'm going to go this way so I can stop at the shop. Probably know one of those question marks is a shop. You never know. Alright, so I went from Fuzzy Ball to whatever this sack is. Do I want to get rid of any? I'll get rid of that very expensive Defend card, and then I'll just kind of see where my heart takes me after that. Oh, look at that. I traded in a 3 defense for a 0 uppercut, and it's going to apply weak and vulnerable. So now he's only attacking for 7, and he's vulnerable. What should I do with this vulnerable guy? I'm going to strike him. I'm gonna strike him again and again, and I'm gonna Infernal Blade him. I'm gonna Clothesline him for free. And now why can't I defend? Oh, because my choker I played 6 cards. That's the danger. Shoot, already regretting that a little bit. Okay, well I gotta take the 7 damage thanks to the choker. I'm gonna have to pay attention to that number up there. Okay, alright. So that Rupture does nothing. Thunderclap will make him vulnerable a little bit longer. And then I can defend. I don't need to defend, so I can really only play 1 card again. But that's 14 damage. He's vulnerable, so it's 17. I'm going with it. He's down to 14. I really can't believe how much this Snecko Eye helps out. Okay, Heavy Blade. Strike. Great. Block and damage. I think I will do that. I need to make sure that I'm concentrating on getting some defense. Let's see what the shop has for me. Welcome! Okay, I'm seeing a lot of cards that I love. And I got a good amount of money, but I don't know what all I can afford. I'm going to start with Fire Breathing, which is next to Demon Form, my other favorite card. I absolutely cannot pass up this card. I love Sadistic Nature, but it's expensive. The Bottled Tornado. If I choose a power card, I start each combat with that in my hand. I love this card that I just chose so much that I'm going to always start with it in my hand. It's so tricky. I would love either of these, but I'm going to do the Fire Breather. Now I'm down to 97, so I can no longer afford Sadistic Nature. That's a shame. But I'm going to take Armaments, because Armaments, when upgraded, can upgrade every card in my hand at a time, and that is really valuable. Ooh, I could still take Searing Blow if I want to. I'm going to take it. I need expensive cards that are going to be cheap. Alright, I've spent all of my gold that I've collected so far. This guy again. Ugh. I'm sick of it. Okay. These that cost 3, I'm just going to turn in because what good are they, you know? So expensive. I got 1 free strike. So even though I say I love Fire Breathing, I don't have the supplementary cards that are status or curse, and they're not going to create any status or curse cards. So Fire Breathing isn't that helpful to me, except when I play Injury, which would be once in a while. So I'm not going to cast Fire Breathing yet. I need to concentrate more on defending with my Ghostly Armor before I lose it, and then attacking once. I'll attack the weaker Fungi Beast. I will do a Colorless Potion. I love that card, but I think I will actually go with the Bomb this time. I think I will also play a Power card to Metallicize. That will give me some extra defense. Okay, so far so good, but they're still pretty strong too. That 14 Metallicize is just awful. Okay, I can upgrade a card. I will upgrade Demon Form. And then I will play Demon Form. Now I'm going to gain 3 strength at the end of every turn. I will uppercut this fella so that his attack is weaker. I will use the Heavy Blade on the Fungi Beast. And then I think I can destroy the Fungi Beast. Ooh, so close, not quite. Darn it. Well, I'm going to take no damage because I have plenty of block. And then when this bomb goes off, it's going to cause trouble. I probably should have hit the other guy with my last attacks because this Fungi Beast is done for. I will defend even though I don't want to. And then I can either do 9 damage or I can see if something stronger comes out. 8 damage. That was not stronger. I'm not attacking the Fungi Beast because this bomb will go off and he's done for anyway. Alright, still was able to do that without taking damage. That's great. Oh, I can bash for free. Bash for free. Ghostly Armor for free. A little more defense for free. And now I've got 4 left, so I can play basically 2 more cards. I can play that card and that card. I might go for another Heavy Blade. I'm trying to collect expensive cards. Okay, now I have these. I consider these mini-bosses, even the elites are mini-bosses. The Gambling Chip. I don't need the Uppercut or the Heavy Blade right now. They're way too expensive. I will play this because I've got it. I don't know who to attack first. This guy's the worst, though. I'll go after him. I don't need to defend. Oh, anger, great. And then I get a new one. Alright, there's my 6 cards for the turn. Let's see how we did. Dazed. Alright, my cleat is giving me a lot of defense, but not everything, so maybe I get some more defense. Another Infernal Blade. Ooh, blood for blood. This does 18 damage. Love it. Okay, I've got 3 power left. Oh, Heavy Blade. Excellent, excellent. Okay, I've got 3 power left. I can deal 20 hit points, and he has a little more than 20 left, but it's worth it, I think. Oh, look at that. And now I am blocking all of their damage. I'm doing great. And when I say I'm doing great, I mean like I'm getting lucky. I'm not sort of bragging here. I just think it's lucky. Demon form. Oh, no. I'm going to upgrade it with armaments first so that I get 3 strength instead of 1. There, I've got it. I better bash him so that he's gone. And now I just can concentrate on the artifact, the sentry, and cleave. Ah, that is the end of the sentry. Okay, Carnage, 20 damage. I'll take it. It's expensive, but I'll give it a try. Okay, I'm feeling pretty good, and there's a rest right after this. So I think I'm going to go for 1 elite battle here in Act 2. Because I want that elite boss. Oh, no. Artifact. That's what I was going to say. These are awful. Okay, can discard Thunderclap. Oh, and Ghostly Armor. That way it doesn't go away for not using it, and it's too expensive. That was actually lucky. Confirm that. Now, first, I am going to Fire Breathe. I'm going to do Carnage. I'll do it on the Slaver, who's weakest. And the Heavy Blade. And another strike. Oh, and another strike. I was not able to defend as much as I'd like. I better throw some weak on him also so that he attacks a little bit less. Ooh, I am going to take some damage here though, aren't I? I guess that's what makes them elite. A wound, yes, wound me. See, the wound, because I have fire breathing, the wound will help me. I want more wounds. Okay, let's see. I'll uppercut him because he's got the strongest attack. That'll bring it down a little bit. Ah, but then what? I've only got 3s and 2s. This is where the Snecko Eye is so annoying. Alright, I could do 14 damage, and I do need to get rid of him, so he's gone. Now the question is, do I do 15 damage, or do I do a random and hope that it's that much? I better just do 15 damage. Alright, but I'm blocking all of that. I'm good. There's the injury, so it does 6 damage to each of them because of the fire breathing. I love it. Armaments, I'm going to upgrade what? What should I upgrade? I'll upgrade Iron Wave, because it's a block and an attack. And I'll use it to block and attack. So I have 3 energy left. I could do 2 and 1. I'm going to use 1 to kill him for sure. And then I don't need to defend more, so I will strike him as well. Down to 1 last Taskmaster. Okay. Rupture, that's great. Demon form, my favorite. If I have to defend it all, and I probably do, I'll do it with Ghostly Armor. And then I can use my Heavy Blade. Ooh, more damage. Love it. Strike. Since I upgraded Iron Wave, I will use it to destroy. Okay, that wasn't devastating to me. I got a tiny chest. So every 4th question mark room is a treasure room. It's great to have a tiny chest. Ancient Potion. Dark Embrace. Whenever a card is exhausted, draw a card. Dark Embrace. I'll give it a shot. It's expensive. I normally wouldn't take that card. I'm going to rest. Oh, let's see. If I go question mark, I can still avoid the elite up there. I'll do that. In an abandoned temple, you find a giant book, open, riddled with cryptic writings. As you try to interpret the elaborate script, it begins to shift and morph into writing you're familiar with. So if I leave this, I can leave it. If I read this, it's going to damage me up to, I think, 10 hit points, and then I get a book. I don't know which book yet, but I want a book. I can afford the hit points. So I read. Odd, the book seems to be about an ancient named Meow. This piques your interest, but you have a great feeling of malaise. Continue, lose 1 hit point. The Ancient of Resurrection, Meow, was exiled to the bottom of the spire. You feel compelled to read more, but your body begins to ache. Lose 2 hit points. Seeking vengeance, Meow blesses outsiders, using them for her own purposes. You're starting to feel very weak and tired. Lose 3 hit points. Those resurrected by Meow remember only fragments of their past selves, cursed to fight for eternity. Ooh, awful. As you near the final page, your old wounds begin to reopen. I can stop and lose 3, or I can obtain the book and lose 10. I'm here for the book. I got Nilri's Codex. At the end of my turn, I can shuffle 1 of 3 random cards into your draw pile. So every turn I'm collecting a new card. Upon finishing the tome, you decide to take it with you. With proof in hand, will you retain your memories? We shall see. Okay. Dreamcatcher. Whenever I rest, I can add a card. That's not bad. I'll do that. I'm going to avoid the elite. I want to win. So I'm going to play a little conservatively. Oh, well, if it isn't the Snecko. So here's the Snecko. I've already got his eye. Fire breathing, of course. Bash for vulnerable. Heavy blade for heavy blading. Block because it's free. Iron wave, I guess. Flame barrier or barricade. Flame barrier is awesome. Barricade's awesome too. I'll take flame barrier. The perplexing glare. I will add some defense and then I will body slam. Yeah, that seems great. Alright, Snecko Bite. Ooh, Demon Form is just as expensive as ever. Oh, everything is. How about Dark Embrace? Whenever a card's exhausted, I'll draw a card. Okay, there's a free attack. Alright, he's attacking for 15, so this will block the most. I think I'm going to have to just use the Flame Barrier. I can take an Infernal Blade. 3, not bad, not bad. Searing Blow, free. Infernal Blade. Oh, free Carnage, like the one I lost. That's great. Oh my gosh. Look at that. And I'll get another body slam. I'm gonna rest. I will rest, make sure that I'm fresh. Okay, so Power Through is a great card to come up for me. It offers a lot of block, but it adds 2 wounds to your hand. That would be terrible, except I have fire breathing and wounds damage them every time I draw a wound, so that's amazing. Ooh, I hate this duo. Oh, and then my fire breathing is expensive. I will deal another 20 damage. And I don't need to block because he's dead! Wow. Juggernaut. It's expensive, and I love this card. Whenever you gain block, you deal 5 damage. Blocking and attacking at the same time, especially when I can only play 6 cards. Great strategy, in my opinion. Okay. I can remove a card from my deck, or I can upgrade all strikes and defends. That's powerful. Look at that. Upgrading all of those. Now these two again. Another duo. Okay, but this time I'm going to get rid of that. I don't need to defend. Here's my plan. Fire breathing, of course, is free, but first armaments will upgrade fire breathing. I'd be tempted to upgrade demon form too, but this time fire breathing, 10 damage for everything. And demon form because I can. So, inflame is great, will give me strength. So the reason I did that is because his main attack is to give me dazed, and dazed now with fire breathing, every time I draw a dazed, it will hurt both of them for 10 each. So, Juggernaut. I'm going to build strength, of course. Look at all these free cards. I'm defending for free. I'm going to do the heavy blade. I think it worked well to go after him before. Alright, so now I can do 2 attacks if I do cleave. And then Infernal Blade will give me a Carnage for 24. What? It's 0. Oh no, because of my choker. Shoot. And now it's ethereal. It's going to go away. I like Rampage because if I use it over and over in a turn, it's pretty strong. It gets stronger. I've got a million ways to kill him, but here's what Bludgeon looks like. Awesome. I'll do Iron Wave. I get to rest. I'm going to Smith. I hope I'm strong enough because I really want my fire breathing to be as strong as possible. I want Demon Form too. You saw me hesitate. Okay, here we go. End of Act 2. Ah, of course it's so expensive. Let's see. I'll get rid of just everything else to see if I can get some things that cost 0 in here. Oh no, I'm going to lose Ghostly Armor now. Okay, got to do that. I got to do that. Oh, I could have used it for something else that I played because Ghostly Armor will go away. Alright, I'm messing this up, but it's okay. It's okay. Double your strength? That might be great later. I'll hold on to that. Alright, he's slapping me in the face. I'm already hurt. I'm already vulnerable. I'm already frail. This is not going well. Oh, why is the Carnage so expensive? Alright, I can defend a little bit. Alright, so here's the good news. I could defend. I don't need to. It would give me the 2 wounds. That's great. Carnage is worth 20 and it'll go away. I think I'm going to try Carnage just to honor it. Oh, and I get to block some more and strike some more. I didn't realize that. Immolate. 21 damage to all. That's great. Okay. Now he's not attacking, which always makes me a little nervous, but that's a perfect time to use Demon Form. How about Iron Wave? How about Searing Blow? How about Cleave? And then just for fun, defend a little bit more. And then pick up another Hemokinesis. Let's try it. This knight is strong. I feel like I'm really hitting him, but he's got 420 hit points to start with. Okay, Immolate. Great. I could double my strength, but I want to save that for later. Heavy Blade. Great. Another 17. And Body Slam was worth 2. Why not? Another Demon Form. Don't mind if I do. Have a free shot, futile weakling. Aw. Gosh, he's giving me a lot of status problems, though. But for my free shot, I'm going to cast another Demon Form, because that is what it is all about. And then I'm going to cast Juggernaut. Maybe I'll do it. I'll double it, so my strength is 8. Okay. Oh, I can exhume a card that was exhausted. I know just the card. Oh, he's attacking for 30, which I can survive, but that's awful. I'm going to exhume that. It still costs 0. Double my strength again, so my strength is now 24. Carnage. I'm going to take a lot of damage. I'm going to take Barricade too. It's expensive, but fingers crossed. Alright, I'm going to take a lot of damage this turn, but I'm still okay. I still have even more than half. That's good. Oh, Barricade isn't any cheaper, but I'm going to do it since he's not attacking. And then I will build up my defense since he's not attacking. Another Immolate. Great. Feels great to immolate. Defeat impossible! Okay. I think he just burnt off his status effects, but I didn't poison him or anything, so... Oh, now he's going to attack for 40. but I can do a free uppercut for 45 damage. That brings him down to 30. If I power through, I block for 30. So I'm good. I'm in good shape. Now what though? A strike for 41? I'm going to block and strike. Oh, that is crazy. My strength is 32. Another bludgeon? He's already down to 70. This is insane. This is going well. He tried to execute and I blocked every inch of it. And now I bludgeon. And because he is vulnerable, it's going to deal 102 damage to the champ. Wow! And I only used half of that. I am telling you, Snecko Eye is the key to success with the Ironclad for me. And it's random. Okay, I liked Barricade. I will take it. Alright. I can do that and not gain potions. I've been enjoying my potions. Coffee Dripper's the worst. I can't rest. I have to rest. Mark of Pain, I gain 1, but at the start of combat I shuffle 2 wounds into my draw pile. That's what I want! I want wounds in my draw pile, because when I have fire breathing, wounds mean death for my enemies. So I'm taking Mark of Pain. Gladly. That was like a blessing. Thank you for watching another Come Game With Us episode, Act 2 on Slay the Spire, where I am playing with the Ironclad, and I am playing with the Snecko Eye, and so far it is looking great. That doesn't mean that I'm going to do well on Act 3. Act 3 is absolutely live or die, but please tune in next time to see if I can win with the Ironclad while holding the Snecko Eye.